Well, hello, Stampers. I am a minute early. Welcome to the virtual coffee and a card class. This month, for the month of August, we're featuring the stamp set Measure of Love. And I really like the vintage feel of this. I love cooking and baking and being in the kitchen and all the wonderful memories that evokes. And this stamp set brings that feeling alive. So I hope you join me. I still have 4 kits left if you want one. And I wanted to say that I am now offering deals if you also buy the stamp set. Now you're probably thinking, why on earth didn't you do that before? Well, I just kind of thought you'd just order it online yourself if you wanted it. But it seems to me that it's a better way for me to offer packages. So that's what I'm doing. And go figure with Murphy's Law. Next month, I'm using the Nature's Harvest bundle. And guess what just went on back order? So I guess what I'm trying to encourage you guys with, everyone, is that these videos stay up, okay? They don't go away. They're either on Facebook or on YouTube. So if you order the kit, you don't have to freak out that you have to have it on time so that you can make the card with me each week. In fact, I would encourage you, even if you do have the kit, to first watch the video and then make your card later. Watch it again. It's just supposed to be stress-free, and you know what? You know me well enough that sometimes I make a mistake, and so I don't want to guide you wrong. So watch me first, see if I mess up, learn from how I do it, and then do it yourself, because you might even want to add your own twist to it. So let's have a look-see what we're going to be doing today. All right. So I actually decided to write down the measurements for you for this card. The card base is 11 inches by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. The polka dot piece is 4 inches by 5 1/4. The Coastal Cabana piece is 3 3/4 by 5. And the white piece is 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. And then I'm going to use just plain old sticky notes. It's kind of nice to have them in a really bright color that you don't lose them. That'll be for stamping the bowl, because right here we're going to use a really cool masking technique. So I hope you're ready to get started. I see that things are going all right here. I see my words, so that is good. I'm going to see if I can turn the volume off on my laptop. And I'm going to see if I can see your comments. Let's see. All right. It's not nice to look away from the camera, but that's okay. Now we're going to get started. So if you purchase the kit from me, then you have all your stuff in an envelope. Now, some months I'm on it, excuse me, and some months I'm not. So sometimes your envelopes are numbered and you know exactly which card is going to go for each week, and other times you're going to have to peek inside the envelope like I just did and see which one we need. So I took a peek and I saw all the colors that I needed. So here we are. We have this piece. This piece is cut with the basic borders dies. Now I don't have it here to show you because I just lent it out to Yvonne, who does my prepping. She's cutting my cards for next month. So we're just going to do this. Take these all out. This is the piece that we need, this piece of white right here. Okay, and then we'll layer in a minute. And it's amazing what you can do with just little strips of cardstock. So if you're wondering where this black and white paper is from, it's actually a host product. So if you host a workshop or if you place your own order of $200, you can get this paper for free. So on one side it's black and white, and on the other side it's fun rainbow colors. So lots of fun. I love it. I just saw another card that I want to make with the Dahlia set, which is free with Celebration. So stay tuned for that. All right, let me just move all my pieces, not lose anything. So we're going to start with this white piece, and we're going to first stamp that little cupcake stand. And that's what it looks like here. It's actually a weigh scale. You want to take a look. But sometimes you have to think outside the box. And I thought, well, I want to do something different with this. And so let's get started. So here's the weigh scale. Now you'll see this is a photopolymer set, and you'll see how wiggly it is, okay? So when you want to put this on the block, lay it upside down and then put your block on it. And that way all your lines will be straight. You're not going to get a wiggly wonky weigh scale. So we're going to use Memento ink. I'm just going to prop up my sample card here so that I don't lose my train of thought. You know I do that easily. And that's going to go off to the left. And I don't want the weigh scale part to be on there. So it's nice that these stamps are totally clear there. I should have put that right in the middle so you guys can see. So now, before we do anything else, oh no, maybe we'll do something else first. We're going to stamp the hearts first. Although maybe not. You know what? No, we're not. So I'm going to follow my own advice. There's the hearts, skinny little thing, and pick it up, and we'll just lay that out of the way for a minute. We're going to take Smoky Slate blends. Okay, I'm having a blends class on Monday. There is still room in the class, but you won't be able to order your blends on time. If you want to come to that class and you're a procrastinator, you can come, you can use my blends, and then you can order your own blends. The class is free with the purchase of 5 sets of blends. And you're probably thinking, well, why did I pick 5 sets of blends? What's so magical about 5? Well, with 5 sets of blends, you get a free celebration item. So that's the reason. I'm taking the fine tip here because I didn't trust myself to stay in the lines. I'm just putting some dark here. And now I'm going to take the light, and I'm just going to go right over top with the dark and just kind of pull it through. And you're probably thinking, wow, this is a dark grayscale, dark stand. It's okay. Wait till you see what we're going to do with this. Okay. There. So it's looking kind of vintagey. And now, I didn't grab this, but it's right behind me, so I can just turn around. I'm going to grab my color lifter. I made little labels for mine so that I could see what they were. And I'm just going to go right over top and pull some of this color away to make it more vintagey. There. See how that just lightened right up? There. Now, one tip. Once you use your color lifter and have taken color off, it's very difficult to add color again. So that's your last step, and after that, you've made up your mind. Okay, so now we're going to ink up these hearts in Cherry Cobbler. And tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to stand up for this because I want my hearts to be in the middle, and I don't trust myself. There. And I just count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there we have it. So this one's a little bit darker than my other one, but that's okay. So we're going to clean off this weigh scale. This is a Simply chamois. Look at that ugly thing. It's been with me now for years. It might be time to get a new one. I've never tried bleaching it, but you can just rinse it with water till it runs clean. And I think you could probably use soap on it. I haven't really tried. It hasn't been necessary. Okay, so now we're going to get the cupcakes on here. And this one's pretty sturdy, so I don't have to do the upside down trick. And now I'm going to show you, this is the first time I'm showing you, there's little stamps to fill in the cupcake tops and the bottoms. Hello, Mary. Hello, Kathy. Nice to see you. Those are the comments that I see right now. Oh, I forgot that. Healthy huffing is if you don't stamp your stamp right away after inking it, then you just blow some hot air on it to re-moisten. Look at that. Oh, I'm quite happy with the way that turned out. I'm going to clean it right away and be done with it. If I clean my stuff right away while I'm doing my video, then I don't have to do it afterwards. And take a look at this. The stamp sets now have the images on the back, so you can just lay it right on there and it stays. And now we need these little pieces. So here's the cupcake top and here's the base. Move that out of the way. And I meant to get some tiny little blocks and I did not. So I'm just going to use this long one and we'll see if that works. We have little square ones too, but here's the little base. And I'm going to use Pool Party, okay? And maybe a few Coastal Cabanas too, we'll see. Now, you know what I did? I moved my white piece totally out of the way. Here, I don't know why, it just disappeared on me. Okay, so I'm inking up the base of the cupcake, and then I have to stand up again. Sorry, that might look funny in the camera. We go 1, and then if I stamp off, take a look. You get this really light one. And I'm gonna leave some white. How cute is that? And then I'm going to stamp this one off and there. Maybe we'll go this one really light. Okay. So now we're going to use the cupcake top. And you'll notice, it's funny when I hadn't seen my card for a while, some of them have the sprinkles on there already, so that's really cool. We'll use a petal pink, I think. Oh, that's coral. We don't want coral. Maybe Blushing Bride. I'm going to use Blushing Bride. Let's see what that looks like. So, Blushing Bride. Oh, I didn't get it all the way. Oh, I'm going to see, that's what happens when you don't stand up. There. And we'll do this one stamped off. See how nice and light that is? Now, mind you, I'm not doing a very good job of it, but there you go. The baker made a little bit of a mess with the icing. Maybe it was an apprentice. That's what I'm going through. Okay, so now the next thing we're going to do is take a look at this bowl of cherries. You see how the cherries are not overlapping with the bowl at all? Now, I'm not sure if I did that perfectly. Maybe I didn't have to mask at all. Well, I'll tell you what, if you have a bad eye, I'm going to show you how to do the mask anyway. Because sometimes, as you could see with my cupcakes, it's pretty easy to mess up. So what I'm going to do is I've got my sticky note. You want to make sure this is the sticky part at the top. Okay, that's where we want our bowl to be. So inking that up and going right at the top. There. So now we're going to cut out our sticky note. And I find it's easy to do 2 at a time. It's a little bit thicker. And then you have an extra one and just put it in your stamp set for when you need it. So here we go. And really the bottom part doesn't matter so much because it's only the top part that is really doing what we need it to do. So I have that tiny little line at the top. I need to get rid of that. It's really important that this is accurate. There. Okay. So here we have it. I'm going to put this one. Oh, I need a pokey tool. I can't even get them to, there we go. It's super humid in Chatham today. I turned the air on. My cardstock is damp. Then you know it's humid. So I'll just put this one in the inside and it's there for when I need it. So let's have a look-see. Here's our white piece. And now we're going to stamp our bowl. And tap lightly. When you do this, I'm stamping in Pool Party. If you don't tap lightly, your hearts will fill in, and then you won't have a pretty bowl. So here we go. That's nice. I should have stamped off. I forgot. I wanted a light colored bowl. I don't have a light colored bowl. Okay, the cards are going to be different. That's okay. Oh, here's my mask is over here. So now we put our mask on the bowl. And like I said, it's probably not necessary because the cherries are flat, but just in case you mess up and you get a bit too close, now you don't have to worry about it. So let's ink up our cherries. There. And I kind of like that idea very much, actually. Give them a press, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, and I did go over my bowl a little bit. See, and then you just take your mask off. Look at that. Masking is a very appropriate technique for this time, isn't it? We'll be so happy to be getting rid of our masks. Okay, so now we're going to do the stems, and the stems are going to be done in Soft Succulent. It's a nice new green that we have. Let's get the stems out. There we go. And the stems are kind of wiggly too, so lay them upside down, pick them up with your block, and move that out of the way. We'll see, you know what, sometimes it's good when I mess up with the colors a little bit, then you can see the difference between one shade or another. So you just kind of hover till it looks about right and then commit. There, isn't that cute? And now we're going to make another bowl. So if you don't like all this lining up and whatnot, well then you can take a piece of Pool Party cardstock. And we're just going to take the outline of the bowl. And guess what? I forgot to do the outline of the bowl there as well. So I still have a bit of work to do. Now the bowl is also a wiggly little stamp. So upside down on your surface, pick it up, and then we're going to use Memento Black. Memento is a beautiful, beautiful black ink. Okay. And also make sure you store it upside down. So when you're not using it, store it upside down, and you can see I wrote the date on there from when I opened this one. I find that I was really happy to open a new one. It was just so much darker. It was beautiful. Hello, Kathleen. Nice to see you from Florida. Hi, Mary from Wisconsin. I love it when you guys tell me where you're from. That's really nice. So I'm going to stamp one on here, there, and then one over top of the image that I was supposed to do earlier. Let's see if I can get this. I gotta stand up. That's not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so this one, before we cut it out, we're going to add one little detail to our bowl. And I think it's so cute. It really is all in the little things. When you stamp and make cards, it's amazing what one little detail will make a difference. So we have this cute little stamp. Wait till you see it. Lay it down, Jackie. There we go. And ink it up with Memento. Oh, I went a little bit overboard. And see, even now I can decide whether the leaves go up or down. This one I'm going to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look at that. I think it's the same as the other one. I thought I was doing something differently, but I'm not. Okay, so now we're going to just cut out this bowl. I find it easiest if you go straight across the top first. And this isn't a bad one to fussy cut. And even the weigh scale is not bad. Next week we'll be cutting out the weigh scale. And we'll be stamping it on shimmery white. And I think that I forgot to add that to the first few kits. The last ones have it. Okay, so we have this, and I'm going to wait. It's going to get popped up here, but we're going to do the layers first. So now I want my sentiment. And when I was designing these cards, I wanted to use all the sayings. So I thought, love you more. How often do you say that to somebody? Well, some people do and some people don't. I don't think I used the stamp sweet friend yet, but maybe it's the Dutch in me. We're not so mushy when it comes to those kinds of things, so I'm not sure I would ever call my friend sweet. I don't know. Tell me, my American viewers, is that more of an American thing? I don't know. Sometimes we wonder about that. Cultural differences, you know. Did you know that with our stamp sets, that when they're translated into German and Dutch and French, that sometimes the sentiments are not translated exactly? They are made specifically for that country because there's certain things that just aren't said in other cultures, or expressions. So here we go. Love you more. And it's just going between the bowl and the cupcake stand. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm hoping that's straight. It looks pretty straight. Okay. So you can see the difference. I'm going to show you. I think my bowl of cherries is leaning a little bit. I don't know. Look at the difference between the Love You More on the left is my old Memento pad. You can just see the darker black on here. So now we're ready to build the card. And I don't think I have any ink on my fingers. I'm quite happy about that. So now we're going to pull in the rest of our paper. I'm going to put my card where I can see it. All right, so card base on the bottom, and then the black and white polka dot. All right, so I'm using Stampin' Seal, and I find that if you don't lift when you get to the corners and you just pivot, then you have a sticky part to start off of, and you don't have to restart it. Our adhesive can be a little bit of a diva. Okay, so just kind of line up the top corners, and when they look good, commit. And then we're going to do the Coastal Cabana. I'm just going to check because sometimes, no, we're good. Sometimes when I'm distracted, then I will make an error in my measuring and cutting. It's really easy to do. You can be off by 1/8 of an inch, and then it just doesn't work. There we go. And now the white piece. Now before I put the white piece on, I'm going to build the other things. So you're going to take this, don't put anything down yet, just eyeball it. So that's going to go a little bit from the top. And then this white piece is going to cover it. And then I want a little bit of white at the top. And it gives the illusion of a bakery awning. It's one of my favorite things to do is when I visit a place is to check out their bakery. I think that I like, and it's not even so much, I mean, of course it's about the treats, but it's about meeting the people who run the bakery. I just think it's a special person who runs a place like that. So here we go. There. That looks good. And now the little stripy piece. So you know, this card would look completely different if you changed up the color scheme. If you end up doing that, I'd love for you to share what you make. I love seeing your work. One of the nicest things about what I do and creating this community on the Pampered Stamper is it's not just about what I do, it's also about what you do. You inspire me and I inspire you. I'm just the crazy girl in front of the camera talking away every week. Oh, and I figured out if you're watching on YouTube, you click the little bell to subscribe. That would make me ever so happy if you did that. Click the bell and click the thumbs up. Then I know that you like my video. And if you're really feeling really generous, then you could leave a comment too. That always makes me happy. Okay, so now this is going to go down and we're going to do something really fun. I don't know if you guys watched my video the other day. I was going to show you shimmery crystal effects, and then I spazzed out a little bit because I couldn't get the lid off, and I thought I was going to ruin something on camera, so I didn't do it. Well, it was not a problem at all. The lid came off. I didn't wreck anything. There. That looks good. Awesome. And now the last thing we want to do is pop up our little bowl. Yeah, it's definitely leaning a little bit. That's okay. Things are not always straight in the kitchen, especially not in my kitchen. I was looking for my dimensionals, but I've been making cards for my, I have to get up, sorry. I'm gonna do that. And while I do that, you guys are going to have a peek at this stamp set as well. And then I'm gonna find my dimensionals for a second because it really does make a difference. I have been stamping up a storm because I want to have samples for my open house on Wednesday night. So I've got a couple of dimensionals. That What's Cooking set is really cool, by the way. I just don't have enough hours in the day to do all the stamping that I want to do. We have so many wonderful products. There's something for everybody. And you know what? If your list is too long, you know what you're supposed to do, right? Get the starter kit. Save the taxes and the shipping and get a deal and get your own discount for a good long while. Okay, so we're going to do something really cool. There's the card. It's done. We're going to take some shimmery crystal effects. If you like to have fun and make things special, this is a really cheap investment. I think it's $8 or something in Canada. I like to store it upside down, then it's ready to go, but just take a peek. This is going to be so cute. Actually, you know what? I'm going to zoom in so that you can see a little bit better. Let's have a look if I can do that. I know I can. That's one of the benefits of using this technology. There. Okay. So take a peek. Gentle squeeze, and then just use the tip to spread it around. And it will dry clear with a slight shimmer. And it's honestly the cutest thing. It gives a bit of dimension to your card as well. And I like to add it to the cherries too. I probably should have just done the cherries, but it's so easy to go overboard on this because it's so much fun. But it adds a tactile experience too. The person that gets your card is going to want to feel these things, and it does dry hard and raised. So I don't know if you can see it in there. I'm just going to tilt it back and forth a little bit. Yeah, you can see it on the cherries better. See the gloss? Yeah. Oh yeah, you can see it on the cupcakes. It's really cool. I love this product. Now, the only thing you have to be really careful of is that you move your card to a safe place. Okay, do not leave it on a cluttered desk. Ask me how I know. Because if something lands on it before it's dry, it's going to ruin that beautiful gloss. It won't look as pretty. I mean, you can probably put a second layer on, but it's not quite the same. Okay. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited. This is such a fantastic set. And the card, and yeah, anyway, I'm glad I do what I do. And then one little sneak peek. My primetime group, we're going to be making this card. Isn't it awesome? And if you come to my open house tomorrow, you're going to find out which set it's from. If you can guess which set it's from, put it in the comments, and maybe you'll get some happy mail from me. All right, guys, that is it for today. I'm going to transfer here. It was so nice to spend time with you. I did not answer all the comments. Oh, Raylene, thank you. Hi, Brenda. Yeah, it's so nice. I really do love interacting with you. I love doing videos. It just makes me happy. Maybe you think it's strange, but I really do feel connected with you, both on YouTube and on Facebook. I love commenting back. I've developed some YouTube friends. Like there are people who are kind of exclusively commenting on my YouTube videos that aren't on Facebook, and it's really neat. You do start to get to know people even virtually, and I think that's wonderful. If anything, that has been a blessing of this whole COVID pandemic. I hope you're well. I hope you have a super day. And if you're living in the Chatham area, please come to my open house tomorrow night. It starts at 7. There's prizes. There's a gift for the first 25 people. There's going to be door prizes. We are going to have so much fun. And you get to check out all the new products that I'll have on hand for you to look at. And you get to, get my retired stuff for free with a purchase. So lots of fun things to look forward to. And thank you so much. All right, guys. Bye.